Building community across difference. It's your choice. This is a proposal for the Gates Foundation's Next Generation for Union Institute and University's Education and Technology course by Ebony Griggs Griffin. A community across difference is important to the college community. It is not enough for us to simply tolerate difference, although it is a start. It is important that as a student, we prepare students to go into a diverse college institution and a diverse world and not only work in it, but also live and build meaningful relationships and communities across difference. This interactive game will allow the user to begin thinking about these important concepts prior to them beginning courses at the college. The goal of the program is for the user to develop thoughtfulness around difference and understand situations and how to solve them for the common good. This game will allow for the user to encounter situations during orientation that they may encounter once they begin college. We want them to build respect, to have empathy for one another, to have understanding of how their actions impact one another and the community, to engage with one another appropriately, and to understand how their choices impact the community and themselves. The user will be conscious of stereotyping and making an effort not to be a part of it. They will have respect for one another, treat all people fairly, honestly, and in a positive regard. Work to encourage and help facilitate members of their community to build relationships of trust and positive interactions. So they will look at themselves in relationships to others, and then how does that affect the community? How do we build a safe space, a safe community for our students? The method for this game is an interactive opportunity that allows the user to encounter a community and encounter a situation that may be possibly of a moral dilemma for them. The user will need to choose from 3 options for solving the dilemma, and the user will be getting consequences based off the route they choose to handle it. So, the user encounters a moral dilemma, they interact with this dilemma, and then they are given the consequences of their decision. Have you ever read the book Choose Your Own Adventure? The game comes from this concept, a concept in which the user gets the opportunity to choose which way they will handle the moral dilemma in which they are given. Choose Your Own Adventure has its roots in a game theory and role-playing simulations. That is the foundation of the actual books of Choose Your Own Adventure, and also the foundation for this game simulation. How it works is through a virtual reality game in a 3-dimensional world where the player is actually engaging with others through the game as if they're doing it face to face. This provides the user a fully immersive experience. The way that we will provide this 3-dimensional opportunity is to use something called a Oculus Rift. It is a virtual reality head-mounted device that was designed by Palmer Luckey. The headset is designed for an immersive gaming. You put it around your head, you look at the screen, and you have the feeling as if you are actually inside the game yourself. Again, this gives a fully immersive experience. In order to maneuver throughout the game, we will need to also have something to move the person within the game. That will be possibly a Wii remote or a joystick or Xbox controller. This will go along with the PC or the laptop and the Oculus Rift headwear. A possible addition is the leap motion, where you won't need a joystick. The user actually is putting their hand through the screen and simulating and moving, going through the game without any type of other device than their hands through the use of the leap motion. The game allows for the user to go through the moral dilemma, encounter people that may be in their community, whether that be a roommate or someone on their athletic team or a faculty member. It allows them to encounter this situation, make a decision giving the 3 options, and based on the decision they make, the outcome will show them what their decision, how it impacts the community. The core competencies for this game simulation is a grounding in a diverse community foundations, the ability to stay engaged in situations that may be outside of their comfort zone, may not be something that they're used to encountering, the ability to learn the difference between the intent of their actuality and the impact of it. The intent of how they spoke to someone or the language they chose to use versus the impact of that language or the impact of that action. It gives them an awareness of personal triggers that they may not have been aware of prior to the game and how to manage them. We all have triggers. How do you manage that trigger when you are encountered with that situation? And a willingness to learn about yourself as well as others. And by doing this with the Oculus Rift and the game, the simulation, it allows for this person to do it in a safe space, to make the mistake then. Therefore, they are prepared when they are actually encountering that situation outside of the game. Louis Gustner, the CEO of IBM, stated, "Computers are magnificent tools for the realization of our dreams, but no machine can replace the human spark of spirits, compassion, love, and understanding." I agree with the CEO of IBM that while this game is essential, it is important to also have dialogue afterwards. So after the student is engaged in the game simulation, they will have the opportunity to then get into groups with their fellow classmates and have conversation about what they felt during that game. What did they learn from the game? How do they think that this will play out in their classrooms and in their residence halls and throughout their college career? This is an opportunity for them to take the game simulation portion and talk about it with actual people. It will also be given the opportunity for students to partake in the game multiple times if they feel the need to do so or would like to do so. I believe that this game will be impactful. This is definitely a game for the next generation of college students, and I ask that you consider it.